What's going on, YouTube? Yeah, man. I just want to come to y'all and talk about the GINTAMA situation. It's on me, you know. Nah, but for real, bro. Okay, so this is what happened with GINTAMA. Okay, so I started the first episode of GINTAMA. The first episode is not a canon episode, but it's like an episode. Yeah, first of all, GINTAMA has a lot of episodic joints from what I've heard, and it was just something that had episode 1 and 2 put together, and it was like a filler, but it was like the first episode or whatever. Let me make sure my mic is on. My mic on, fellas? Yeah, mic on. And you know, I reacted to it on here. I uploaded it. Did I react to it on here? I uploaded it, and YouTube got me. I was like, oh, okay, maybe because you know. I took that break because I went down to Florida, Miami. I went down to Miami, and you know, maybe I thought it was me. I thought I failed on my editing skills, but no, it wasn't. It was literally just the episode. So I was like, okay, maybe there was some music in there, because you know, if anyone's ever, excuse me, if anyone's ever edited something, like they'll have like background music, YouTube would tell you. But usually if it is like, say if you say Ron is playing in the background, or My Hero, I'm gonna talk about that in a couple of days. I got a lot of ideas. Usually they'll let it rock because they say, oh, it's copyright, but the user will allow this to be used on the website. They won't copyright strike you or will take you down. But I click on the, you know, exclamation mark when you get like a copyright or something notice, and there's 2. So I'm like, oh, so I guess, like, you know, maybe they just, you know, decided to take, you know, maybe there were 2 parts where, you know, the YouTube system caught like some GINTAMA music. I go, the entire right part of the video or the episode is cooked. I'm like, dang, bro, the entire right part. Okay, let me try to fix this. Not fixable. I go click on the it's not fixable because it's actual like content. It says audio, but it's not. It's like the talking, and I cut out. I'm not to my own horn, but I'm pretty good at editing these videos. I've had a good thing. It just said audio. It was just audio. And then I go to it basically copyrighted the entire episode except for my intro, right? And then I upload the 3rd episode. So the 3rd episode is the actual first episode or canon material. I edit the entire thing. A funny episode. Bruh. I edited a lot because I wanted to make sure that, yo, I'm not trying to have YouTube come get me. They got me, of course, because the episode's not up. It's like 6 minutes. So what I did first, I put the first half of the episode in YouTube, just the first half. Like I was I got it down to like 12-14 minutes. I put the first half in YouTube. YouTube was like, oh, yo, you're good. I was like, oh, yes. I put the entire episode cooked. I'm like, oh my gosh. I put the entire episode front and back are gone. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, really? So then, here we are. Now, I have an idea. I have 2 ideas. 3, actually. 1, I create a Patreon for GINTAMA. But for me personally, I don't feel like I've earned it because I haven't reached even close to 500 or 1,000 subs. So that's my own personal goal. I could make a Patreon for it. That's the easy part. You get it. You'll only be on Patreon. The perks will you be able to watch my reactions on Patreon. And yeah, that's about it. It'll be like $3. The next thing is I yeah, the next thing is watching Samurai Champloo. Now, I watched Samurai Champloo out to the point where Jin would fell in love with that prostitute. Okay, that was the last thing I saw. That was the last thing I saw. This thing was about like episode 10, but that was peak Bovid arc. Peak Bovid arc. So that was like 4 or 5 years ago. For all I know is that Jin, Mugen, and the chick, and all I know is someday, samurai, samurai, something like that. So that can happen, but with that also remember the GOAT Najubis, sorry, rest in peace. He has music laid throughout that entire show. So, oh yeah, Shadow, you got the joint. That's sick, bro. He has, yeah, he got his bangers literally throughout the entire show, and no music gets hit. And I don't want them to come back and attack you, boy, because that's happened earlier this year. You want to know why there's no more manga videos on the channel? Because bro, long story short, I had to do some appeals. I got the 2 strikes off. God is good. Also, that can be on Patreon. I was thinking those 2 shows could be on Patreon, but those will not be on Patreon. No, Gintama, if we choose the Gintama option, that will be on Patreon next year, along with all the other shows I'm doing, but it will be something that I do like every week on stream, by God's grace. Next, guys, is finish Blue Lock. Now, if you go to my channel, Blue Lock is on episode 7, I believe, but I actually watched episode 8. I watched yo, this camera is bugging. I got to episode 8, but I never uploaded it, and it's probably been like a year. Okay, it's been like a year, and that episode is just dead. It's gone. I got to the point where they beat. No, I'm not gonna spoil because I know Shadow is here, but they have beaten a guy that should have been beat because of what he done or what he did, and that's the last thing I saw. Now I think Blue Lock might be something that we could do along with Baki on the YouTubes. I mean, on the Twitches, along with me doing tournaments, tier lists, and all that great stuff. And it will most likely be done because I'll do 2 episodes. I'll do something like Steam Deck is lower price. But it'll be something like I'll do 2 episodes, bang it out, probably be done by the end of the year, God willing. And yeah, those 3 options. I'm waiting. I might do a poll, see what fellas want to do. I'm banking on Blue Lock being a thing. It makes the most sense. There's no paywall. I don't even have a Patreon up, and it's less hassle because well, not necessarily less hassle if I'm doing it on a Patreon, but if it's on Patreon, you know, I don't think I've earned anyone's Patreon money or even a subscription or memberships or anything like that. So that's just me, my personal life thing. So I think Blue Lock will be the one. I'll put a poll up, Lord's Will, tomorrow and see what goes on with that. But yeah, that's it right now. Fortunately, that's it. Right now it's Baki. I really like Baki. Baki is so much fun. I like it. Baki, Lord's Will tomorrow. That's definitely happening. Either Lord's Will tomorrow or Wednesday. 2 episodes out by Thursday or Friday. I do need to do the Exceed episode, and I do need to do Unlimited Gotcha or something 999. I have to do those episodes. But yeah, that's it. That was my addressing the Gintama situation. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right.